All of the biggest funds who accumulate massive bags of altcoins, stuff like funds in the BitTensor Tau ecosystem or the funds that are accumulating Hyperliquid, they're not just sitting on idle tokens. They are putting these tokens to work, aka earning yield on top of their investment. We know they say compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. In this video, I'm going to go over exactly how I am yielding over 100% APR. Now, you're going to have to be a little bit active. This is not set it and forget it, and it's going to earn forever. You have to be active and on top of your portfolio. But I'm going to show you in this video exactly how to earn over 100% APR on your Hyperliquid holdings every single year. And on top of that, a way to actually live off of your Hyperliquid utilizing liquid banking. So you don't want to miss this video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the content. And as always, guys, be sure to drop down below, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more. Every single week here on In the Game, we have you covered top to bottom with everything you need to win in the crypto markets in 2026. And the markets are looking great, and what a better time for us to give away $120,000 in prizes in affiliation with our main sponsor here on the channel, Blowfin. Blowfin is a no KYC exchange. You can sign up. You don't have to give any of your personal information. You can trade from anywhere. You can join Team Hustle, and you can also compete for the prize pool of $120,000. Only 167 contestants in currently. There are 10 teams. And like I said, jump in down below and join Team Hustle if you want a chance at the $120,000 prize pool. Let's go ahead and jump into it. The market's looking pretty good today. We see Bitcoin climbing again. I mean, we're up 8.5% on the weekly time frame and up 2.7% on the day. And it's just funny, you know, I have a lot of comments in the YouTube videos saying I'm crazy for being bullish. Right now, even if it's a bear market rally, I see the short-term time frame until at least the next update in this conflict to be a bullish time period. That is just my stance. We may not be out of the bear market. That is completely possible. And I'm not afraid to say we are probably still in a bear market. But at the same time, I am currently bullish on what is happening in the market. And we see coins like Zcash up 30% this week. We see TON up 13%. Aave's up 12%. We see Hyperliquid up 20% this week. And Hyperliquid is the topic of conversation today. A lot of you guys loved the video we did last week around Tau and the staking, how to earn over 40% on your BitTensor Tau holdings. Well, today we're going to be talking about Hyperliquid and exactly how to jump in here. There's $5 billion locked up on the Hyperliquid platform. And then also the biggest opportunity for you guys is not only just on Hype, it is on Hyper EVM, the actual layer 1 blockchain that is operating on Hyperliquid. There's only 1/3 of the TVL. So just recently, we see here, Hype did hit $5 billion in total value locked, which is absolutely insane. The numbers we just showed you was at 4.97 billion. But the big opportunity here is on Hyperliquid's EVM chain. There's only $1.7 billion locked up in DeFi protocols. And I think this is where the big opportunity is going to lie. And look, the amount of success that Hyperliquid has, it goes without saying. I love what Clemente said here. This was the story of Colossus. Colossus posted this story of Hyperliquid, the most profitable startup per employee on Earth, told from an office in Singapore. Its team of 11 members generated $900 million in profit and has never taken a dollar in venture capital. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, that is unicorn level success. And what Clemente said here is true. Not a lot of things in 2026 make you proud to be in crypto. Like back in 2021, 2022, 2023, there were some innovations popping up left and right that I was just so excited and proud of saying, like, I worked in this industry full time. And then, you know, the last year and a half or so with the meme coin scene and the amount of grifting that felt like was going on, and then the Trump stuff, the World Liberty Fi, not a lot to be proud of recently. So makes me proud to be in crypto, and I haven't felt this much as I used to. Hats off to Hyperliquid for such amazing success. It is impossible not to root for the literal, probably the biggest unicorn business we have ever seen in crypto. Obviously, pump fun was really successful but extremely extractive. So this is different. This is just completely different. And like we said, over the weekly time frame, Hyperliquid's up 20%, sitting around that $43, 43.40 mark, $43.40. And look, if the market does continue its climb, we might see 80 bucks. We might see $65 by the end of the summer here in just 3 or 4 months. I would not be upset with that. And also, I think I have to talk about this as well. I posted something the other day. It feels good seeing Hyperliquid back at 100 or at $40. Would not be surprised in the future to see 100. And so many people's mindsets in crypto is so fried. They're like, that's only a 2.5x. If you could expect a 2.5x in 12 months, just say, and I'm not saying it's going to hit that within 12 months, but a 2.5x in 12 months in any other market other than crypto is absolutely outstanding returns. And people might even say, like, how the hell did you do that? But in crypto, our minds are so scrambled that we think 2.5x is bad. But would you rather have a safe 2.5x or potentially lose your money on a meme coin or one of these super speculative low market cap tokens? So for me, I'm at the point in crypto where I've seen so many projects come and go in different industries and niches. I'll take my 2.5x or 5x on a token that's more certain to do multiples over the long haul than really have to wonder, is this project even going to make it until the next bull market? So this brings me to the DeFi side of it. And how am I coming in here and earning 100% on my Hyperliquid? Well, first and foremost, I'm going to have to tell you exactly how this is sustainable. But number two, go over exactly step by step how to get involved with this yield. So on the Hyper EVM DeFi page here, you can see the top protocols. Kinetic has pretty good yield. There's some other ones on here that are giving pretty solid yield, but you're going to want to play in some of these top ones, whether it's Kinetic or Hyperliquid natively does have some staking. But I think the best and probably one of the least risky ones you could get into here is Project X. We've been talking about this protocol for quite some time. And look, they are killing it. $19 million in fees annualized. Their revenue is about $3 million annualized. And this is basically like a Uniswap or some sort of a fork, just operating all of the different yield pools that are being put on the Hyper EVM chain. So we move over here, and I've already filtered this by APR. And if you want to go by liquidity, right, you can go to one of the safer liquidity pools. You can get 59% on your Hype Bitcoin. You can get 94% on your Hype USDC. But what I do whenever I come through the platform, I always filter by APR to the top. And the one pool that I really am hammering at this point in time is this one here, Hype USDC. So what you do in this circumstance is you want to make sure that you have both Hyperliquid and USDC in your wallet. There is risk of impermanent loss. What that means is if Hyperliquid's price goes up, it's going to sell that hype gradually, aka basically take profits on that Hyperliquid into stuff like USDC. So it will go ahead and DCA you gradually out of your position as it climbs, or if Hyperliquid goes down in price, it is going to sell out of the USDC and actually DCA into Hyperliquid for you. So this is a really good mechanism to actually come in here and utilize having Hype and having USDC in your wallet and putting maybe 25 or 50% of your holdings here. You can multiply it to, 100% or so APR, and then actually be able to scale in and out of the asset as you so choose. And what you do, so like I said, you're going to want to have an equal dollar amount on Hype and USDC. Let's say for easy purposes, $2,000. So you have $1,000 of Hype and $1,000 of USDC. You roll over here, you set your range. So this is where I'm saying you have to be pretty active on this, but it is so worth it. So what you can do, you can go in here, do a +8, -8. And actually, we'll just go to 100. Like if you just want that 100% APR, we can go 14% to the upside. And let's just say, there we go. So in this circumstance, you are placing your Hyperliquid and USDC into this pool. And you have the tolerance for 9% downside and 13% upside. So the minimum price for this pool is $39 $49.41 per hype. And then the max, if it goes up, is $49.21. This is a great range right now because it is at $43. So you're kind of right in the middle with a little more tolerance to the upside if Bitcoin continues going up. So what this means is you will be earning yield as long as you are within this range, that $39 to $49 range. And actually, at this point, it's 102% APR, 102.26% that it will pay you every single year in trading fees. So what you're seeing here, the amount of fees, the volume, and the liquidity. Basically, as people on the Hyper EVM network swap in and out of Hype and USDC, you are getting paid the fees here. So you are being paid for putting up your money as collateral up to 102% as long as Hyperliquid stays between $39 and $49. And the beautiful thing about it is before it goes out of range and you stop earning yield, so you will not be yielding if it goes up past 49 or below 39. But in the case of, let's say it does start to go out of range, you can easily click edit range and you can actually rebalance the position to make sure that you are continuing to earn that yield. So this is a great way to really just grow your Hyperliquid bag, utilizing DeFi and utilizing Project X. I'll leave a link down below in the description for this. This is the one pool that I'm staked in because I love that it sells me into USDC or sells me out of USDC to DCA more hype, just given the price volatility. And then also, one way to actually live off of your hype and receive cash back on your hype is Hyperbeat. This is a new product that just launched. You can actually deposit fiat or Hyperliquid. You have high yield savings accounts. You have a credit card that you can actually leverage using your holdings on hype. So you can put your hype up. They'll give you a credit limit. You can repay it in USDC. So that way you never have to sell your hype, but you're using it as spending power, AKA collateral. So these are the two platforms I've been utilizing to make sure I'm not selling hype to have to do any sort of spending or living, etc. But on top of that, really almost doubling your stack, whether you're getting 90, 80, 100% APR on these positions. This is the way to go to be able to have that compound interest, because you can compound this every single day and it just rolls over. Have that compound interest effect, but also be able to leverage like these big funds do and never have to sell $1 of your Hyperliquid. So that's what I'm doing with my positions. I would say the banking side is maybe a little more riskier if you don't understand lending and borrowing against your crypto. But Project X, these yield pools are literal money printers. And if you want to scale your bag, you don't want your bag to just sit idle of your Hyperliquid inside of your wallet, this is the platform for you. So I'll leave links down below for both of these platforms. If you enjoyed the content here on the channel today, like the video and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. As always, trade responsibly, my friends. And of course, stay bullish, my friends.